Good evening, guys. This is your Sir DRV again, and welcome back to our Mythic Heroes channel. And this time, we will do another hero review, and we will start reviewing Flora. So, by request, there's actually a lot of you requesting build and review for Flora. So, let's go. And but first, before we move to the review, I only got her up to L3 or Legendary 3 because I'm really unfortunate. I'm not lucky to get her even on my main account. So I tried summoning her multiple times, but yeah, I lack gems to get her many times. So all right, so what I did is I grabbed a video from Lephy. Lephy is our guild master, and she helps our community a lot. She gives tips, and yeah, you can actually check his channel as well. All right, I'll put the link on the description below. All right, so let's start. At the end of this video, I will also show you a clip of Flora, showcasing Flora, okay? So there are two types of build for Flora. First one is the crowd controller Flora. So yeah, you heard it right. So most of you are actually thinking, why crowd control? Isn't she a DPS burst type? Yeah, you're correct, guys. She is a DPS burst type, but she can actually be a crowd controller as well. Especially if you have other heroes that can do more damage than her. So you can just build her as your another crowd controller, like Lucifer. All right, so let's check out her skills. Why does she can be a crowd controller? So let's check the ultimate. The ultimate, Flora summons battle circles around each enemy. These circles explode after a short delay, dealing 350% damage to a small area. If an enemy is hit by the skill multiple times, the damage is reduced each time. All right, so initial damage is 350%. But if it bounces again to that same enemy, it will lower down a little bit. So the flowery implosion is one of her burst damage. At level 2, it deals 375% damage. At level 3, this is where it gets exciting. So at level 3, additionally stuns the target for 2 seconds. So most of the time, the flowery implosion will hit multiple enemies. All right, so yeah, you heard it right. It will usually hit multiple enemies. So if you have level 3, then it will stun the target for 2 seconds. So this is one of her crowd control. So this is the main reason why Flora can be a crowd controller. So it will only be accessible at level 3. I believe it's level 220 plus for level 3. All right, let's check her skills. The drifting petals, Flora fires petals at an enemy target. These petals bounce between the nearby enemies up to 4 times, dealing 80% damage each hit. So it's another DPS for Flora. The active skill is for DPS as well, and it will hit multiple enemies as well. So at level 2, petal bounce up to 5 times. Level 3, additionally, damage taken by the target increased by 10% for 10 seconds. This effect can have up to 5 stacks. At level 4, deals 85% damage each hit. So this skill is very important. Why? Because at level 3, the damage taken by the target increases by 10% for 10 seconds, and it can stack up to 5 times. So imagine enemy getting 50% more damage if you have a damager like Lilith, since Lilith is actually more buff now, she can be a suitable DPS. I will show you a video of Lilith as well later. Okay, so yeah, the banner actually right now is pretty good if you're targeting Lilith. Lilith can be a main damager, so I will create another video review for Lilith later. Watch out for that. Okay, so yeah, Flora crowd control plus debuff. How good is that? It's like Persephone. Persephone is a damager debuffer. So Flora, you can actually, it's comparable to Persephone. All right, so yes, the third active skill is the Holy Fluorescence. Flora fires a petal orb that deals 2 times 150% damage to targets directly in front of her. So if no enemy is hit during this skill, the following auto attack will trigger Blooming Magic. So what is Blooming Magic? That is the last passive. We will check it out later. At level 3, deals 200% damage. Level 4, additionally increase control effects by 50% for 5 seconds again. So at level 300, at level 280 Flora, you can unlock this level 4, which will increase her stun effectiveness again by 50%. So the Flora stun will now be 3 seconds. So yeah, it's actually pretty good if you have unlocked this already. It will increase the effectiveness of the stun by 50%. Then it will be 3 seconds. All right, so the last one is the Blooming Magic. This is another CC, but it will be unlocked only if you level up further. So whenever the Blooming Magic, whenever Flora uses an active skill 2 times, her next auto attack deals additional damage equal to 20% of the target's current missing health. This damage is treated as true damage. Okay, so as you can see, it's actually 25% of target's current health missing. This is good in bosses as well, but not as good because it will only trigger if Flora uses skill 2 times. This will be good in campaigns because once you use those skills 2 times, the Blooming Magic will take effect, and that means lesser HP for the campaign, easier to kill. Alright, so at level 3, additionally stuns the target for 1 second. So yeah, this is another CC. So Flora's CC is actually hidden in her levels. So the more levels you got, the more you unlock her CC skills. Alright, at level 4, auto attack deals additional damage equal to 30% of target's lost health. So just like I mentioned, Flora was already tested in bosses. She's really not that good. She's good, but there are other heroes that can do more damage compared to her. So not good in bosses, but in campaign, she is badass. Yeah, she is definitely good. And if you use her as your CC, crowd controller, and you have something like, let's say, Izanami as your main damager, or Lilith if you're a whale. All right, what else? Who are those main damager? Artemis. Definitely Artemis is one of those damager. GM. What else? Susano. Cleopatra. So yeah, this Blooming Magic or Flora will be effective as your CC hero. Okay, let's move on to the weapon. All right, so remember Drifting Petals? That's her active skills. the drifting petals. So it increases the main good thing about the drifting petals is the increase. It will increase the damage by 10% and can be stacked by 5 times. So the more bounces you have, the more enemy will be inflicted of that minus or increase damage taken. All right, increase damage taken. The more drifting petals, the higher your main damager will be, or main damage will be. All right, so at level 100, the bounce increased by 1. At 200, bounce increased by 2. At 300, the holy fluorescence increased by 10 seconds. So what is the holy fluorescence again, guys? So the holy fluorescence, it's the orb that deals 150% damage directly in front of her. Okay, so this is the one that boosts your CC to 3 seconds as long as you have level 4. All right, so the last one will be increase bounce by 3 when using drifting petals. So yeah, if you will be using this Flora, then I suggest focus on your main damager first, and then Flora will be next. Okay, main damager and then Flora. If you're not targeting Flora as your main damager and you want her just the CC, then prioritize Flora after you 400 the weapon of your main damager. All right, so equipment, let's talk about equipment. All right, so remember guys, what we need is the increase damage to enemy, right? So that is only a skill, not the ultimate. So what you need to use is the air rune plus Magatama. So I have it here. Let's just remove it for the meantime. Okay, the equipment will be air rune plus Magatama. All right. So the more skills that you throw at the enemy, the more increased damage your main damager will inflict. So that's how it works, guys. Okay, but if you're not planning her to be your CC and you want her to be your nuker or main hero, then use chakra plus dark rune. Okay, so those are the two equipment that is best suited for Flora. So remember guys, for CC crowd control, air rune plus Magatama. If you want the damage, then dark rune plus chakra. So let's check her divinity. What is the best divinity skill for her? So at early game, you need to use the Psych Torment. So increase damage dealt to enemies with the debuff on them by 12 seconds. So remember earlier, Flora is a debuffer. So no questions asked, you need to use the Torment. All right, so what else? What else can be used? So after the Torment, what you need to use is the Maestro. Why? Because after applying a control skill again, it increases attack by 10%. So imagine you use your control skills and then Flora ultimates. Then definitely Flora's ultimate will have more damage. All right. So after that, what will be the next hero? So next skill. So the last skill that you can use is the Spotlight. So this Spotlight hero's attack cannot be dodged. Additionally, every 1% of hero accuracy is converted into 2% of crit damage for the battle. So yeah, no questions asked. This is the third one that you can use. Okay, so it doesn't actually the other skills is not really as good as the Spotlight, the Maestro, and the Torment. But if you don't have the Spotlight yet, you can use the Engulf. So you can have more sustainability, okay? Because after the first two ultimates, hero gains a buff which increases lifesteal by 12%. So lifesteal, it's a no-brainer. If you have lifesteal, you need engulf. All right. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Spotlight, remember Spotlight, and then Maestro, and then this one, Psych. Psych Torment and Psych Maestro. All right, so yeah, that's the divinity that you can use for Flora. All right, so let's go on to the showcase. Okay, so all right, credits to Lephy. Thank you very much for sharing the video. This is Lephy fighting 3258. Her lineup, Lephy's lineup is Anubis, Gaia, Nagakaina, and then Flora, and then Lilith. So let me just explain her lineup, or Lephy's lineup. Anubis will weaken the enemy, the backline enemy, by reducing their critical. Gaia will stun the enemy, all enemy again in a big AoE if he uses, or Gaia uses the ultimate. Nagakaina will give heals, shields, and buffs. And then Lilith will be the nuker here. So Lilith is Lephy's main damager on this stage. Flora will only be the second damager and crowd controller. So let's watch what happened. All right, so as you can see, all right, so that's the main damager. Look at Flora's ultimate. All of the enemy is stunned, right? Do you see, guys? All right, yeah, that's it. It's really good. It's like you have your what do we call that, tank that dies if you die, if your tank dies, there will be a 3-second stun, right? So it's like that. 3-second stun by Flora. A really good CC. And look at that. It's pretty cool to watch this fight. Lilith is definitely insane. The damage is really good. I believe Lephy already have infinity weapons. So for his main damager, that's the reason why it's pretty insane. All right, so yeah, that will be all for Flora. So in the future, or if previously you have Flora summoned multiple times, you have her Mythic, then use her, guys. Use Flora. Definitely, Flora is one of the best CC heroes in the game, in the late game stage. Okay, because you need more levels to activate those CC. All right, so leave in a comment down below if you're already using Flora. Let me know if you're using her as your main damager or just a CC damager / damager type. All right, thank you very much for watching, and please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. It will help me a lot. Thank you very much, guys, and make sure to watch my previous video. I have a giveaway, a permanent subscription giveaway. If you want to participate, just watch the video, like, and leave your in-game name. Make sure you're subscribed, and good luck. All right, thank you very much. I will see you again on my Lilith video review. Thank you very much, guys. Much love from your Sir DRB. Goodbye for now.